What's up, everybody? It's Santos, and we're back here with possibly our final 1/6 scale custom figure, I guess, video. Me and my co-host Deadeye over here. Say hi, Deadeye, as always.
Hi, Deadeye, as always.
So, real quick, let me explain what I mean by the last video, possibly. So, I started this 1/6 custom journey probably almost 4 years ago at this point. And I've been going hard and collecting and spending near $100,000, and you're gonna see the collection right after this little introduction. But the reason I think this is gonna be the last video is because I am going to be selling my collection. The main reason behind it is I had some health issues, and first of all, I'm fine. You know, it got all cleared up, and but it made me think. You know, you kind of want to have something for my children's, probably prepare something for the future, do an addition to the house and stuff like that. So I decided to essentially, call it or not, cash out, basically. So by the time I post this video, the collection will probably be already sold off. If there's any pieces left over, I will post them publicly. A lot of these pieces are already spoken for by a lot of high-end collectors and private collectors and good friends of mine, and they're actually coming over here in a few days and going through it. So I just want to say it's been an incredible journey. Thank you for the community for accepting me. Thank you for the friends that I have in the community, and it's just been a pleasure to all the artists. Once Customs, Beat Metalli, you know, Elvis 1976, Rayman, Cajun. It's all been amazing and glorious to own your work. Very proud for having me to show off your work. Very high thank you to Once Customs for letting me do some stuff for his brand and letting me, you know, make some video edits and allowing me to do some reviews. Thank you to Paul Manzi, who's always been one of the biggest supporters. Thank you to Anomaly 682, Rob Terrell, for essentially being my mentor, and same to Paul Manzi, they're my mentors. And you know, shout outs to a lot of other people, you know, Scott Weinberg, Gonzalo, Odell, Joe Bratton, you know, Andrew Pagni. They're all my really close friends in this hobby, so I just want to say thank you. And if I didn't list you off, you know. And I just want to say thank you to all of you. If I didn't name you, is because I just can't think right now, but you guys know who you are and what you guys mean to me. But definitely shout out to Graham Atkinson as well. But I wouldn't say I'm fully out, but I am going to, you know, invest my money into a future. And these pieces are more than just pieces. They're artworks. They're beautiful and they're pure amazing pieces. So we definitely gonna do a collection video now. I've never done a collection video. I always thought a collection video shouldn't really be done all the time. It's kind of like I was saving my collection video when I knew it was the end, essentially, where I would stop collecting, where I would keep the pieces and not grab anymore. And the time has come. And so without further ado, I'm going to give you the 1/6 custom figure collection that I collected, spent near damn $100,000, and what I consider to be a really, really great collection. So, and without further ado, let's get into. Alright, everybody, so as you can see, the first cube right there, there's nothing in there other than the Rayman Wolfman bust from Bram Stoker's Dracula. I actually acquired this separately, and it's an amazing piece, but the reason the rest of the shelf is empty is because I just packaged up the first piece that is essentially sold, which is a 1 of 2 Texas Chainsaw Massacre Beto Bubba Sawyer piece, and it is a bloody version. Now, Beto only did 2 versions, 2 of these bloodied up, and I will insert pictures here. He is boxed up right to my right, so, but without further ado, first of all, let's move down. So, as you can see in the second cube, we have Rayman's Psycho DX set with the Mother, a very rare piece, absolutely gorgeous piece. This piece, all these pieces mean something to me, but the paintwork, the artistry behind it, I think it's amazing, and the uniqueness, especially with the bust and everything about this set is just beyond amazing. So definitely very proud to own it. Next, you have your iMini-Me Hannibal Lecter piece. Definitely a piece that I wanted from the beginning. Robbie Jones. I wanted his expansion set, and unfortunately I had it, then sold it to a private collector, but I kept the Hannibal. He only wanted Dolly and the mask, but still a great piece. Looks a little awkward without the Dolly being displayed there, but still really amazing. And if we can get a close-up from the boots up, you guys can see. And the good old police baton with the pen. And then you have your Distress Labs acrylic sign that Paul Manzi made for me, Silence of the Lambs. And then moving down, you have on your left, Elvis 1976's one-of-one Rob Zombie concert version of We're an American Band, and always wanted this piece from the beginning of the hobby. That I saw it in Magnus's video, so I was very happy to hunt it down and get it. So we're gonna go bottom up for you guys, which will go for every piece. And to the right we have, as you guys can see, Immortan Joe from Mad Max, and this was a very old and rare Sideshow Freaks run, and this piece is one of the heaviest pieces I've owned. It seriously is 5 to 6 pounds. The artistry is amazing, and I love everything about it and just the way it flows. Definitely delicate piece, but definitely one that I love. Moving to the next cube, we have some oddballs, but some of my favorites. On the left, you have both iMini-Me pieces. You have Charlie Chaplin from iMini-Me, and then you have Equilibrium, the black version from iMini-Me. Some of my favorite movies, actors, and Equilibrium was very awesome with the gun kata. So, absolute awesome pieces by iMini-Me. Coming up here, you have a one-of-one Slimer by Beetle Metalli, and this Slimer was commissioned by Magnus, and it's a very amazing piece. Not many people know that this was done by Beetle Metalli. The paint is exceptional. I haven't done a review on it. I got this from my boy Bronco. Thank you, Bronco. And very rare piece. It pops in the details, and if you have the Blitzway figures, definitely amazing. You can get a close-up of the head sculpt there. And it's all one piece, essentially. It just clips into the Ghostbuster sign base, which is amazing. Moving up, you have Beetle Metalli's one of 6 Toxic Avengers Toxie. Sorry, getting a little choked up thinking about all these pieces. And it's from the Toxic Crusader version, which is the cartoon, and this is a very rare set. He only made 6 of these. My boy Rob has the prototype, but definitely amazing. We have the Stony stands, I believe, over there. That's the Stony stand, and definitely an awesome piece. Whichever home it goes to, it will be well loved. And in the back, I have 2 autographed DVDs by the director behind the Toxic Avenger, Trauma, which is the company, and if you guys want to know, it's Floyd Kaufman, who is the director of the Toxic Avenger. But I met him, and I was able to snag his autograph and take pictures with him. And then obviously I have some ooze barrels that I made with trash barrels to accompany this piece. Moving up, we have Beetle Metalli's Part 4 Jason. And this is one of my favorite pieces, as you guys know, actually top 5 pieces, if not top 3. Absolutely love this piece. Not much I could say about it that I think it's pure perfection. I'll give you an up and down shot of it all. And meat cleaver is actually a Once Customs meat cleaver from the 2020 Leatherface remake run. But still, I thought it looked great with him. And now we move on to the right, and we have Vito Metalli's original Freddy 2 run. And I actually recently just sold the I have the brain, you have the body sculpt to a friend of mine, and this is what's left over to be sold. And probably one of the best pieces in the hobby, if not ever. This is definitely a lot of people's grails, and the base is a custom base that I took and made and altered to fit this, so definitely in love with it. It shows him in the boiler room, it's on fire, and then you have the Elm Street sign in the back, and then you obviously have the Nightmare Elm Street decal plaque right here that I got off eBay. And then below you have an amazing set, Rayman's Psycho Elephant Man DX, Rayman's Elephant Man DX set. Absolutely amazing set, probably Rayman's best, some of the best tailoring I've ever seen in the entire hobby. Very rare set, very sad movie, it always touched my heart, and this will probably be one of the last pieces I let go, because as a lot of people know, I related to this movie a lot. Because, you know, in school I was bullied a little bit. Not no more though, but still, it means a lot. Absolutely epic set. Below we have the man himself, John Constantine from Sensation Studio, and I thought this was one of the best first releases from a studio that I've seen. Very top-notch tailoring, amazing likeness, and an awesome presentation. Definitely was glad to snag this piece, so it's gonna go to a good home. Then we have Once Customs, the only concept Leatherface he's made, with the dio and everything. You guys can check out all these reviews on my channel. Just subscribe and hit the like button, and obviously check out the other reviews. But this was awesome. Awesome set to have, awesome to own, and very unique. The only concept Leatherface set he's made. Moving on, we have two pieces from two different artists. On the left, it's Rayman's Pennywise It Bust. There's only 3 of these and 1 prototype, so there's a total of 4. As you guys hear me say a lot, very rare, because I collect a lot of rare pieces, and very expensive. The likeness on this piece is sick. And then on the right, you have Elvis 1976, one of 2 Pennywise It figures that he's made. Probably the most accurate and the most amazing Pennywise figure you will find out there at this time. Moving up, you have Once Customs Tarman with the Corrose barrel, Trioxin barrel in the background, and Kane's tombstone, sculpted tombstone. Another amazing piece, and everything together, it makes an unstoppable set, and just an amazing cult movie and a must-have for me. Moving up, you have Once Customs' first ever Big Ben from the movie House. Absolutely a gem of a piece, fully sculpted, an unstoppable piece, very, very rare. There's very, very few of these, and Once Customs is going to be releasing a new one soon. And you guys will see a review of that eventually, trust me, from my boy. So, this piece, sold it, had to get it back, pure fire. Moving on, we have Vito Metalli's Beetlejuice, and this, a lot of people sometimes disagree with me, but it's one of Vito's best pieces. Maybe because I'm partially in love with the movie, and I just love Lupita's clothing and the paint app, and it pops. Once you get this in your detail, I'm telling you guys, this thing really pops, and absolutely sick likeness. Whether people want to admit it or not, it just is. Now moving on, we got this big bitch right here. We have Thomas Hewitt, Once Customs Leatherface remake from the 2020 run. Absolutely insane. The diorama I made, except for the table with the limbs on, that was Once Customs. But absolutely sick piece. This piece, he made a tad different for me. I wanted some real big fucking proportions, and he went heavy on it, man. That Kemper sculpt, that new one, yeah, man, unstoppable. Moving below, we have Once Customs Prototype Hobo. Once again, a very rare piece. This is the piece that essentially you could say started Once Customs' career of real heavy detail and all that. Even Once Customs attests to this piece being one of his greatest accolades, and absolutely what started his career, essentially. That got him really well known, and was commissioned by Joe Bratton. This was Joe Bratton's first piece ever. Definitely an amazing set. And then we have the ever so rare Beetle Metalli Part 6 Jason. And very rare set it is. It is the DX. It has the two heads, and the two masks, the tombstone, and everything that you see there. This piece, pretty penny. It's already pretty much spoken for and sold. But definitely one of my favorites. Maybe I might not want to sell it after this. Moving down, we have a few pieces. We have The Last Samurai from Tom Cruise, and I believe this is the Pangea set with the Mini-Me head sculpt on there and a real metal sword. One of my favorite movies in the world. And I thought this was absolutely amazing with the armature and everything. And then we have to the left, Kane's Productions head sculpts of Stranger Things, and oh man, the actor's name is escaping me right now. You guys can comment below and tell me, but these were a few head sculpts he had that he sold, and he sold pretty cheap, so I figured I'd grab them. And the actor's name is Chevy Chase, sorry, so good to have, love it. Then you have Once Customs Prototype Jason X concept that he did, and this was one of the first concepts that truly amazed me. I loved everything about it. And I love the proportioning, the weathering, and the presence that this piece has, and the stand and everything is truly amazing. Moving up, you have Mini-Me's American Psycho set. You have the killer version where he has the jacket and he kills the guy on the couch. You have the bloody head sculpt in the back there, and then you have the suitcase, the CD, and the knife on the right, and the very rare full metal nail gun. All metal. This weighs about literally like half a pound. As you guys can see, that thing. Very rare. And then, once again, a very sought after set, a Beetle Metalli Original Part 3 Jason. It is an incomplete set, but still incredible to own in your collection, and it will elevate anybody's collection. To me, Beetle's an unstoppable force, and I love it. Moving up, we have Once Customs new Part 7 Jason. Now you say he's missing the chain and all that. He's actually sold, so I've started packing him up. So I just put him back in the case to show you that we do have him, but he is sold. But it was one of my very first commissions from Once Customs. And now we have another Once Customs Part 7 Jason, but this is a one of one. It is his burnt variation, and absolutely an amazing OG piece. You guys can see the review of it. Love everything about it. This is the piece that actually started my relationship with Anomaly 682. And as you guys can see on the right, we have a paint to stand by Once Customs, which is a 1 of 1. Below, you have Beetle Metalli's Part 3 Freddy. Very hard piece to get lately. Absolutely awesome. I have a little puppet Freddy right there that I added onto the base. That's not part of the set, but figure it would add to the displayability. Very rare set. Sure will go to a great home. And then we have one of Beetle Metalli's first runs. We have Beetle Metalli's Darkman from 2011 or 2012, maybe even earlier. They released this as a head and clothing set. Usually you had your pick of head sculpts, but I actually have 2 head sculpts. And this is you'll never see this for sale unless Beetle does a run of it, but truly insane piece. Absolutely insane. Probably one of the most rarest pieces I own. Moving down, we have Once Customs first concept Old Man Michael. I love the purples and how it pops. The diorama I made, and the pumpkin is a Creep Customs pumpkin, I believe. But still, very cool concept piece. It pops and it has that creep factor. Then you have a figure I made with Once Customs part. It's a Hobo Myers with a Tanilla's coveralls, Once Customs jacket, and Once Customs head sculpt. And I made the sleeping bag and the diorama. Very awesome piece. I had a lot of fun making this. It's a beast. And in the back we have a laser burnt wooden plaque essentially that says Haddonfield Hobo, and behind there it's signed by me and all my good friends. And coming up you have Beetle Metalli's, so many pieces I get confused. We have Beetle Metalli's Weird Cat, the second run. This was an absolutely must-have for me. Always loved this piece. Hard to find. I believe somebody was selling this recently. There's 5 of these in the world plus the prototype. Now we have the Myers shelf. We have to the left a H2 Warlock with Tanilla's coveralls and a very OG Once Customs head sculpt. Love the Tanilla killed the coveralls, and her husband Dave did the knife that he's holding. Absolute one of the coolest looks, the blood tears for this Myers. And to the right I have Beetle Metalli's H40 Myers advanced set. 2 head sculpts, the cops, severed head, the pumpkin, the works. They have the pen, Zartini's pen as well. Probably the best Myers in the market, period. Over here we have the very rare party Once Customs Jason. This is the only one he did in this way with the exaggerated breathing pose, and the weathering is top notch and absolute beast of a figure. The axe is by Dave, which is Tanilla's husband. It went real well with this set. And then you have the eBay guitar that Once customized. And to the left, you have Beetle Metalli's Part 9 Jason head sculpt. Very rare piece. You never see these for sale. And over here you have another very rare set. It's incomplete because the head sculpt's not painted, but you have the Mina Yu head sculpt for Hellboy 2, the Golden Army, and the Iris clothing set, and the Full Metal Samaritan. Well, it's not Full Metal Customs, but you have the Samaritan gun. Which there's only 25 of those made. Absolute bangers. It's heavy. So. Below you have the Once Custom Dream Sequence, the latest version of it all. Comes with a severed head, and I have it displayed with the Beetle Metallic pumpkin, which is also very rare. And then you have a Tarman 2 by Once Customs. He only made 2 or 3 of these. I absolutely love this rendition of Tarman, and the details on this is absolutely insane. And obviously on the left you have Once Customs Tarman keychain when he's in the trioxin barrel. Moving up, you have Once Customs one and only remake Jason they did. This is the only one. Probably the best remake Jason on the market in my opinion. I love the jacket. I love that it has 2 head sculpts, a sculpted base. That's by Once Customs as well. Absolutely insane. And this was shown at Famicom, the 2013 showing. And to the right here, I have some Frankenstein sideshow pieces. That's because I have Beto's Frankenstein coming as a pre-order, so that will probably be up for sale, the spot. And I have a bunch of other Beto pieces coming, like his werewolf, and then I have Odell's Candyman and a few other pre-orders that are up for sale. Over here you have I'm Enemy's David from the Lost Boys, the vampire version. I only have the vampire version. Somebody split up the set, the DX set that came with both bodies, and I was able to pick up this one from them. Absolutely, probably I'm Enemy's best piece. And then you have a very, very rare set by Tanilla and Kane's Production. This is their They Live Nada set. Tanilla did the clothing set, and she only made 3 of these. She made 2 versions, the V1 and the V2. The V1 she made 3, and the V2 she made 10 of. Very rare set, and the head sculpt is by Kane's Productions, and it has to be painted, but this Nada, probably the best Nada you'll ever get in the market. And then you have Once Customs Remake Freddy, which is also another rare piece. The head sculpt is Once Customs. Everything's Once Customs. The only thing I did is I repainted the stripes a little bit greener because they were just way too dark before. And it's on a diorama, a custom dio that's amazing. And it really complements the figure. All the details are there. And that head sculpt is crazy, man, I tell you. And then finally, for now, we have Tanilla's first work ever. So this is the Slipknot set that's made by Tanilla and Elvis 1976. This is Tanilla's first ever custom coverall she ever made, ever, which is why this set is so rare, and it's probably the only Slipknot set that's worth having. Well guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the collection video. Give you guys some perspective shots here. But as always, it's been a pleasure. I get to finally say that I did conquer my own collection, and I'm very happy to have been part of this amazing hobby. And I'm not saying I'm leaving, but I'm saying it's time to possibly venture off and do a few other things and take care of my family with this money and put it to good use. So as always guys, stay sick and conquer your own collection. Peace.